Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change stock options trading journey. The official recap of today, where the trades were. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I definitely appreciate your time. I thank you for being here with me. You could be anywhere, and I appreciate it. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Now, the stock had a huge gap up from yesterday. Absolutely. A great big gap up as we came unto this morning. You can see the post market trading into the pre-market trading as the uptrend continued. Now, what we have here at market opening is all of the people who can't be here trading like we do. So what they do is they go ahead and put their orders in to be fulfilled at 9:30 when the market opens, and their broker will go ahead and execute that order that they want. You had a lot of people believing that the market was going to continue going up, as so far this week the market is putting in a bullish candle for the week nonetheless. And so we can see that here as the bears took advantage of those early bulls. But did they actually? And the answer is no, they did not. Because what actually happened is the bulls used those bears as liquidity to keep building an uptrend. So every time the bears took advantage and said, hey, the bulls bought those prices up. And we can see this in this beautiful uptrend right here. We can also see this sign by these beautiful wicks that are at the bottom of these candles. These are indicating that the bulls found these lower prices attractive. So the bears were actually being used as liquidity as the bulls were building their position to go higher. Now, we ran into an area of overhead resistance. Resistance that was set on the daily and resistance that was set on the weekly. And we started going in between these 2 points. Yes, we had an exhaustion move above that, but the roof was set here and the floor was set here. All we had to do was just be patient at the same time, waiting for the trend to break. Now, I cannot lie and not tell you that this was a beautiful fake out move. Well, we did have the break beneath this area of resistance, only for the bulls to once again step in and buy and find these lower prices attractive to buy back up. Why is this? This happens because these institutions that have hundreds of millions, billions of dollars to spend, they cannot get in all of the size that they want in one move. It would have too much of a drastic effect. So what do? They size in, they size down. And this is what they do. So even though right here it appears that the bears have regained control of the market, they have temporarily, what takes us to our very first safe trade of the day. And that would be a put. Taking a 424 put as we started having trading beneath this area of support. Even if you would have gotten in here and gotten whipped, if you would have had your risk set above this candle, trading above this previous red candle, or above this area of resistance, you would have been safe. Yes, it would have been hard to stomach. If you wanted to wait for a little more confirmation with a close finally below this area of resistance, you were given that opportunity to enter here as we finally had price trading beneath that for a great move down right to the demand area that was already established intraday which is already secondary supported by an area of support on the weekly. So this line was originally created from an area of support in the weekly, and it lined up perfectly intraday, creating an intraday demand area which was respected and then broken. This sets up for the second safe trade of the day, which would have been another put, okay, this time a 423 put with price breaking beneath, okay, beneath the demand level, and also trading beneath all of the previous areas that the bulls took advantage of those lower prices. And finally, at this area, price, the candle on the daily went from green to red. So we had an immediate flush right there. So if you just wanted to exercise your right to go big and get out in the same 5-minute candle, you could have done so. If you wanted to hold a runner down for a lower move, you could have done so as well if you would have been given an opportunity at this line right here. We did not know that this was coming. So realistically, this area of support that was formed on the daily would have been your profit target. If you wanted to wait for this to close beneath this area of demand, you could have and entered here for a ride all the way down to this previous daily area. Now, it is time for the calls. And we are giving a beautiful opportunity to take a call as this area of intraday demand was created, came out of it, attempted to retest it, and then we had the break, okay, guys, of a new 5-minute close over the previous red candle. This would have marked a great area to get in, okay, to take an area in. Let me go ahead and identify that. This is where you would have taken that call, going right back up to the area of demand. You could not anticipate what would have happened after that, but this you could have taken, and it was a lot of profit, and a lot of people on the team today did take that and make money with that as well. Now, you were given the exact same opportunity, okay? Yes, it was not a big move. You know, it was only from what, the 471 to maybe 20-cent move, but nonetheless, it was the exact same algorithm as you see the doji candle, the red flush, then the bulls pushing out and then followed by the breakout. The doji candle, a red flush, the bulls pushing back and then following with the breakout candle. The exact same trade. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please join us in the morning at 9:25 as we do this live and go over these trades. One more thing I would like to show you before we wrap up is how this is looking on the 30-minute chart. And on the 30-minute chart, this 424 is definitely showing an area of resistance that is going to have to be respected. We see it here, we see it here, and we see it here. Now, we also have lower highs. Nonetheless, we did bottom out at the 417, but after that, we have put in a lower high with agreements between bulls and bears. Price will not go lower than here. And then we now have a new lower high agreements between bulls and bears. The price will not go lower than here. What does that mean going into tomorrow and the rest of the week? Simply this: I will not be interested in taking any kind of puts unless we go under this 421 area, and I will be looking to take 422 puts, because that means that all of these bulls will now be in trouble. The bulls that were setting the bears up for liquidity for a move higher will be in trouble. We also have this door of 424 being knocked on 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. If we can successfully establish that this area of 424 will now become an area of support, I will happily take a call up to the 426 area, at least, if not higher. This is what I'm looking for and anticipating tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. I tried to keep it exactly at 10 minutes. God bless you. Be well. See us at 9:25 tomorrow, guys. Shalom.